when I'll just feel something.
And welcome back to Food for Thought. I'm Deirdre Anderson, joined today by my co-host and technician, Rob Bell.
How you doing?
Rob, use your real voice.
How are you?
Okay. We're also, our guest today is Francie Cook.
Hello.
Hey, Francie is, can you tell, I can't remember your title again, so just say it again.
Certified Holistic Health Coach.
Okay, and what's the other one?
I'm just a member of the American Association of Drugless Practitioners.
Okay, great. So, this is great because Francie does have experience with food shows. We thought we'd talk a little bit about food shows, our favorite food shows, our least favorite, and it turns out Francie and I share the same, I don't want to say hatred, it's such a strong word, but
No.
we
Dislike?
just
Contempt.
disrespect for, I'm just going to say it because I don't think she's listening, Rachael Ray. Rob? What do you feel about Rachael Ray?
I admire her because she started off her career doing what can people, when they come home from work, make in 15 minutes with what they have in the fridge. But I don't think that she's really a high-end culinary artist. I think she's pretty good at whipping up a hamburger and fries, though.
But that's not what bugs me about her. It's I don't judge food show personalities based on what a great chef they are or whether they're 4 or 5 star. Yeah, she does very basic food. I don't think it's anything exciting, but I guess it's the phoniness that just
her personality.
Her personality.
It's just really grating.
It's grating. It's it doesn't feel real. Like a lot of these other people, they may bug me for different reasons, but when they feel real, even like Emeril Lagasse kind of feels like that's how he is.
How he is normally.
You know, he bugs me a little bit too, but at least
What does
he's
he say?
real.
Boom?
Bam.
Bam.
I just think that that's how he is. Something tells me that Rachael Ray is not like that in real life, and there's something about her her voice when she says, I told you I can't do the impersonation unless I'm drunk." Okay, here goes. I can't do it because she bugs me so much. I can't get it out. It's just yummy.
Or her
When she's-
EVOO. Like, just use
EVO,
olive oil, please.
Yeah, EVOO. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Denise Brinkman, if she were here, she does not know what EVOO is.
I don't either.
Extra virgin olive oil, Robbie.
Come on, Rob.
Hello.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
You only use that for salads, right? You don't use it for cooking. You don't have to
You
use
use
the
extra
extra
vir-
virgin for cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, you can and
You can,
and
I
you
know.
should.
You don't need to spend that money, right? Can't you just use the regular
Depends
olive
on the
oil?
dish. What dish would you not care whether you used extra virgin or not? Like there's certain things I wouldn't care, but
Yeah, but I mean, for most cooking I do is olive oil. It's healthier for you.
it's healthier, it tastes better. Like a salad dressing, I would never not
Ever.
use extra virgin.
No.
Well, that's what I said. I said for a salad dressing, you want to use the extra virgin.
But maybe in something where the oil is really not a dominant, I don't know, maybe even marinara sauce. You don't really need it. Do you really taste the olive oil in marinara?
No.
Or
You don't, but I don't know. I guess growing up
I've
in an
just gotten
Italian
used to
family, I
using
just
it.
have always used it.
It also has a lower burn rate, right, than vegetable oil.
absolutely,
So you have to be a little
Yeah.
more careful with olive oil.
absolutely,
'cause
yeah.
it'll
You can't
it'll
bring
smoke.
it to really high.
And we
high
know what
temperatures.
happens when you get a lot of smoking.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's not even talk about that.
It happened at Network Lambertville about a week and a
We
half
got
ago.
kicked out of Network Lambertville.
Fire department came and everything.
Fire department. It was horrifying.
I heard.
I was crying. Anyway, back to food shows. Okay, so we watched one last night, and
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Now, what do you think
Diners,
about
drive-ins, and dives.
diners, drive-ins, and dives? What do you think of Guy Fieri?
We were watching it last night.
You
and-
were?
Yeah, and we watch it like every night right before we're about to go to bed, and we're just like lying in bed, like starving, like. Oh.
I know.
He annoys me to no end.
He does?
He does, just his, Guy Fieri, but I do like where he goes and visits.
I like where he goes.
I like his car.
Yeah, his car's nice.
Yeah, he's got like a Corvette.
I think I think it's great that he's giving attention to these smaller, mom and pop places where it's not like the main big restaurant like the Bobby Flay's or whatever.
Right. I love how he focuses on the regular people who really do know how to cook.
Yeah.
They really, and I live a little bit vicariously through him because there's never one thing that I can actually eat.
Right.
No,
you
it's
know,
all
I
like
don't.
over the top,
It's
high
all like
carb.
crazy over the top, fattening, you know, artery clogging, you know, stuff. But I wish I could eat, you know, maybe once in a while I'd like to have a bite of something like that. And if I had a restaurant, if I had like a diner type restaurant, I would love to do food like that.
Yeah, the high end food, not just.
Well, the real, you know, real ingredients and nice big portions. And what was the one he did with the chicken and waffles? Is that like a southern thing? Chicken and waffles. So it's like fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, just really, really good stuff. But the thing that was featured last night was haggis. And haggis is, what country is it from again? Is it
Scotland.
Scottish, yeah.
Right. And it's made from what we gathered. Rob, correct me. Innards.
It's all of the is it
All the
called
stuff they
offal?
throw
Is it
away.
another-
Yeah.
Awful.
They used
Not
to.
awful, but it tastes awful.
It tastes off.
Yeah.
So
awful.
liver. They don't.
The heart and the
heart-
lungs.
Well, no, the lungs are not permitted in this country.
Right, but if you go to Scotland, you get the whole lung
Lungs.
and everything.
Wouldn't you just love to eat some lungs?
Yeah.
And oats.
And also, they put it in a sheep intestine.
Sheep
when you get-
intestine.
but you're not allowed to do that
Gets
in the United
better.
States either, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a scaled down version of it.
And
yeah,
then
the restaurant was in San Diego, by the way.
Oh, it was. So it's basically, and then mixed with oats and a bunch of seasoning, and then it's fried, right?
A lot of seasoning, right? Because you're saying it tastes so awful that you have to.
Really gotta.
And he grinded all of the offal together.
Together with the oats, and then stick it in the
and then
casing.
a lot of flavored like spices and stuff. So
But I
you
think
couldn't taste it.
with the right sauce, with a really powerful like spicy sauce, it might be doable. Like I'm not sure
if you remember, they actually fried it.
Right.
They put it. He created a ball. I don't remember if he breaded it, and then he threw it into a deep fryer.
Right.
And people were actually ordering this in the restaurant and saying how good it was.
Well, maybe it's just like scrapple, you know.
Is that what's in scrapple?
It's all the leftover, leftover stuff. And I grew up eating scrapple, and I loved it.
Scrapple is only pork products, though, right?
I don't like scrapple.
I'm not sure.
I think it's all of the pork stuff.
That's
I actually
also
like scrapple too. I grew up with that.
I have friends who are they've been married for quite a few years, and they're both chefs. One's a pastry chef and one's a regular chef. And they, at their wedding, they inadvertently served. They thought they were serving pate, but it was scrapple.
Nice.
Raw scrapple.
It was actually spam.
No, it wasn't spam. It was scrapple. And then the people were starting to complain. And they were so horrified. They didn't do the food at their own wedding. You know, it was like, it just happened. You know. But anyway, one more food show, or maybe two. The Anthony Bourdain show still on?
Yes, in fact, they're into the new episodes now.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I've said to Rob before on this Anthony Bourdain show, not the new one, but the one that we had been watching, is how do these guys get these jobs?
I know.
I mean, seriously, who do you have to sleep with, and how many people do you have to sleep with to get Anthony Bourdain's job?
I'm going to be Anthony Bourdain in my next life.
I mean,
I've already put in the order.
It's got to be who you know.
Yeah, we were watching that last night too, and he was, I don't even know where he was, like Guam.
Guam,
And,
eating
but
like
just
amazing food with the locals.
Yeah.
And getting
it's
paid.
become more of a travel show, really. I mean,
It
it's
is.
as much about traveling to places as to what you eat there.
But can you imagine getting paid for doing what he does?
No.
It would be just unbelievable. But how do these, just like a lot of these TV food show personalities, how do they get these jobs? Because
Well, I think it's also his personality. I mean, he's just off the charts. He has a, I don't care attitude.
like an arrogance.
Yeah,
kind of
and he knows food.
Suave arrogance.
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, his personality keeps you watching that, and what he's going to say, or what he does.
Now, what do you think? What's the name of the smoking hot Italian chick?
I forget her name.
Rob's,
but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
knows what I'm talking about. She's really super hot, very like perky Italian. I don't know how she got the job, except that she's super hot. I mean, her food is like okay.
Not Giada.
It might be Giada.
Giada De
Yes,
Laurentiis?
that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, how'd she get that job?
I don't
Other
know.
than being smoking hot.
Well, she used to be a personal chef,
Okay.
or a private chef in California. I know that, and she was working for families for years, and then, but her dad is also a famous director.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
helps.
why.
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There's always a dad, a famous director in the family.
Right.
Now, do you have any others that you hate or you love?
I like Barefoot Contessa.
I haven't seen that recently, but I do like that one.
I like
She's
her.
good.
And she has really simple recipes that are easy to make, but she's very, like, what you see is what you get.
Absolutely. And I always like what she makes, and I always feel like it's real and from the heart, and it's never too over the top fancy. It's sort of food that anybody could make with a little bit of direction.
Absolutely. The
So,
only
yeah,
thing
she's
that
good.
she does a lot of mayo and
Mayo.
big mayo fan, which not really a fan of, but I mean, she has great go-to recipes like a great chocolate cake or
Right.
a bouillabaisse, something that's just that you can make over and over and over again. You're going to get the same results.
There was another Italian woman, I can't remember her name. I'm not sure if she still has a show, but she was older. And again, and Mario Batali.
Mm-hmm.
I think he never bugged me too much, and he seems like a man who really understands food.
Yeah.
I got news flash. You may have seen that. Did you see that item about how they can make mayonnaise without using eggs?
Oh, yeah, we thought of you, Fran.
Would that make a difference to you guys? You anti-mayonnaise people?
No, I don't know. I don't think Peter won't even allow it in the house. So
But it would be a totally different product. It would just be vegetable based.
I don't know. I think it's just the consistency.
My brother Peter is an anti-mayonnaise Nazi. And all three of his children, hey, do you guys like mayonnaise? No, we hate mayonnaise. And it's because of their father.
Yeah, Will, our oldest, always criticizes Paula Deen. He's like, there's the mayo queen.
That's right, Paula Deen. We forgot to bring her up.
Yeah.
What do you think about her racial slurs?
No, not a fan.
She certainly should not have admitted to that.
No.
Well,
I never really
she
cared
had
for her.
to. I never cared for her either. Doesn't seem real. Seems like she's a money machine.
Yeah.
And it's all about her and the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't really. What she said happened a long time ago, and she's from the South, and a lot of people said and still say some really horrific things. I don't think she should have been crucified the way she was. But anyway, look at this. It's time to go. Coming up, we have a special. We're going to talk about a catering nightmare story that I try to do once a week, and also a Portuguese recipe for Fieri coming up.
Yes, baby, I'm tired of your jive. Yes, I refuse to be your fool woman.